All right, we're back with another show here at the Pat Teagarden Memorial Classic. We're here with some new guests, some fresh faces up here. We're going to talk to, we'll interview them, and we'll introduce them here in just a moment, give them a chance to talk a little bit about who they are and what they do. I want to tell you, first of all, who we are. We are Fort Wayne Footy. We're covering soccer locally in the Fort Wayne area. We're here to celebrate and elevate the game here in Fort Wayne, Greater Fort Wayne, Northern Indiana. So there's no better place to be than a JV soccer tournament with 30 teams from all over Northern Indiana and even as far south as Indianapolis and Center Grove. So welcome to Fort Wayne for this tournament. We talk a little bit about Pat Teagarden and who he was and why this tournament is named after him. You can go back and check out our previous shows. We talked about that. We may get into it a little bit here on this one as well. But my name's Brian Biedenbach. I'm the host of the show. We've got one of our co-hosts here with us. Dustin, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yep, Dustin Diller. Been here since the beginning and excited to talk some soccer with these guys here.
I love that you introduce yourself as I've been here since the beginning. I love it. Like we've been here a long time.
The beginning of the day and the beginning of the podcast.
Yes, so. That's true. That's right. That's right. So Dustin's been a great co-host with us here on the show. We've got several other co-hosts, Micah Middendorf, who's actually out here coaching one of the teams here from Concordia Lutheran and then the women's team. We've got Autumn DeMott, who has not been fired. For those of you who are loyal listeners, she ran the Fort for Fitness this morning, and I think is coaching a game for Canterbury this afternoon. We've got Paul Johnson a little bit to my left off camera, who's been part of the show, decided to step out and let some of our guests come in today. So that's who we are. We're going to introduce our guests here. We're going to start with Nick Brand from Purdue Fort Wayne. Nick, welcome to the show, man.
First off, the fact that you guys are doing this in Fort Wayne is spectacular. My background is actually JV soccer. I played 2 years at Dwenger, Bishop Dwenger, so quick shout out to them. And then eventually transitioned my life to running. So I actually ran in high school and college and have kind of always just been a fan of soccer. So seeing this and just Fort Wayne in general grow has been amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. It's been fun. Like we have people saying Fort Wayne was ready for this. Fort Wayne needed this. And so we're just happy to step into a space where something was needed and we can fill that space. So speaking of filling space, right, you are from Purdue Fort Wayne and you're starting something in a space that like maybe is needed there that you've seen a need you've recognized on campus. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so just quick background. I'm the director of campus recreation. I've been with the university about 5.5, almost 6 years. But being one of the only Division I institutions in our region, obviously we have our athletics teams, but kind of unique to Division I teams is having club sports. And it's a need that we think, again, similar to your podcast, needs filled in the Fort Wayne space in the region. So we've gotten a lot of backing from our institution, both financially and, yes, power, to start these clubs. So right now we've got club basketball, we've got dance, we've got our 60+ player roster for esports, and we're working on, again, starting soccer, tackle football, rugby, both men's and women's for all these sports, as well as, run club and just cheer and just things to get people involved. That's really where my passion comes from, is just getting students involved in something that they've just had as part of their life throughout high school, middle school, and just kind of helping them continue throughout college.
That's cool. So if, we've got some folks here that will be looking at college, if not next year, in a couple of years, if they end up at Purdue Fort Wayne, how do they get involved in the club sports scene?
Well, the nice thing is they really just need to tell us that they're interested. Because we're on that club side, there's a lot less forms we got to worry about. We may or may not have tryouts depending on how big the team is. It's a lot less of a commitment. So it's something that, if they pick up as a freshman, they play their sophomore, junior year, but then have to kind of transition into that, that start of their career, do their internships, like they're able to just drop out as needed, support as needed, whether they want to, become a coach. And we're just trying to make it as just beginner friendly and easy as possible. So really, they just need to tell me, hey, we're interested. We do our call out meetings. We have presidents and vice presidents and, your secretaries, your treasurers, just like any other club who are helping me recruit. And it's just, hey, I'm interested. I want to play. Okay, come on. We want you to participate. We want you to be involved. it's pretty awesome.
I'm assuming one form that you have is going to be like a liability form.
Oh, well,
maybe?
I mean, of course we've got our,
it's
our
not all free
waivers.
for all.
And, no, it's not.
Okay.
I mean, we will have
Just
our
wanted to
dedicated coaches and our practices. Yeah, you're signing your waivers. We're joining a league. It's not just come out, kick the ball around. No. We want to win some titles. I want to host some trophies.
Okay.
And not give all the glory to our Division I teams.
Yep.
I'm just curious why that would be your first question. Liability for
I mean,
like,
maybe the medical and I don't know. I don't know.
maybe,
I just was thinking.
maybe
Oh,
that's the first place my head goes is like, will medical stuff be covered? Is that
No,
like,
I'm thinking like
get me
can
on
you
the
just
field.
come out free for all, like doesn't matter what happens, like full contact, like
Oh, no. I mean, and we're even taking it a step further beyond like the medical. I mean, we want to support these students financially. We're working on, and we already have a PFW scholarship, which if you're in state and depending on your GPA, you can earn up to, I believe, $3,000 scholarship. And then it kind of goes down depending on your GPA and if you're in state or out of state. But we're also working on having meal plans as part of their club sports involvement. So whether that's, I believe we're looking at something like 12 meals a month, just right off the bat, because we know, former athlete, you want to eat, you need to eat, you need that nutrition. So yeah, we're trying to just take care of them, not just academically, but also, nutritionally and getting them, again, athletic trainers and having proper coaches. We were all former athletes. We know what's required. So.
awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, so this is more than just intramural. This is like there's some legit stuff like the meal plans and stuff. I love it. So just if you're listening or watching live, a lot of good stuff that's happening at Purdue Fort Wayne. Nick, I know you guys were on your way out. You've had a booth here and you were willing to stick around. So we don't want to hold you too long. Thanks for being part of this.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming on and sharing a little bit more. If you're looking at Purdue Fort Wayne or if you're watching live and you're at Purdue Fort Wayne and you're interested in club sports, check out what they got going on over there.
Yeah, so if you want to find us online, it's just pfw.edu/club-sports. So that's where we've got all of our information. I got my phone number on there and our department email if you have any questions.
Awesome.
All right.
That's great.
Very good. All right,
Thanks, guys.
Nick, thanks for joining us. We got a little bit of transition here while we're doing that. We'll bring in our next guest, and I just want to let you know that we have, if you're here watching live, we've got an opportunity for your team to win a Laser X party. Laser X has just come on as a new sponsor of the show. OmniSource is our other sponsor who really allows us to do what we do and be able to purchase the equipment we need to do this. So love that those two organizations are getting behind local soccer and our coverage of local soccer. So check them out, omnisource.com and LaserX. I believe it's laserxfw.com. So check them out and thank them for their sponsorship of the show. Now, we do want to introduce our next guest who's been patiently waiting here at the end of the table here in the sun, just probably baking down there. Anthony Anzini, from head coach at Bishop Luers High School, had a varsity match this morning, a couple JV matches today. Anthony, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. And to piggyback on the last guest, it's awesome that you guys are doing this. I know I watch every Friday or Sunday. And yeah, it's awesome. I really appreciate it.
I know that you've wanted to come on for a while and we've wanted to have you on, but there was a caveat that we had to only ask you certain questions.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And Dustin kept saying no, like don't have him on.
I've realized Dustin's been the barrier. So.
Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about your season this year with the Bishop Luers boys.
Yeah, it's been awesome. The boys, I feel like we're coming into a groove right now. It started off with, we had injuries. We're figuring out who our goalie was through 6, 7, 8 games. Like we didn't know really, we had a plan, but it kind of breaks down when your goalie gets a concussion 3 games in. And it was tough. So got to give it to the boys though, who've been playing on the field. We've given a lot of games away because we're trying things. We know from our experience last year that if it's easy, it doesn't do us any good at the end of the season. So we've purposely redone our schedule, playing tougher teams. And instead of trying to figure something out in the moment, we're doing that throughout the regular season, getting to sectionals. So that's what it's looked like. And like I said, we've got a goalie. The defense is getting it together. We're not making silly mistakes. We're not giving the ball away in dangerous areas. And getting it going. Just got to figure out how to put some balls in the back of the net.
And you drew this morning
Yes.
with a Homestead team. But just this last week, you guys solidified your place at the top of the SAC
Yes.
with a win. I believe it was over Northrop at the time that night.
2-1.
Correct. So even though you're figuring things out, you guys have been putting teams away that you need to finish off and finish out at the top of the SAC.
Correct. We're very fortunate with the caliber of players we have out here. A lot of them play out here at Sport Club. They play at United. We have a lot more club players than most teams in town, so that helps. And also we try to do a little different with the size of the school. We have opportunities to, if you're a freshman and you're pretty good, you're going to get minutes in varsity, preparing you for when you're a sophomore, junior, senior. It's, you're ready. You kind of know what we're doing. We try to do the same things, keep it pretty similar every year. And so like right now, my current 4 seniors that are playing, they all were on varsity their freshman year. Same for the juniors that I have. Same for the sophomores that are on. They were all on varsity last year. So it's, the experience is there, even though we look young on paper. Yeah, I would put our experience up against most teams. So it's been pretty cool.
So this Sunday is the draw,
Yes.
right, for sectional. Who are you wanting to not play?
We that's a great question, Dustin.
And is the committee watching?
I
Yes.
told you.
It doesn't matter really. We want to play anybody. Obviously Concordia is the elephant in the room, from last year. We're fine. We know it's gonna be tough. So yeah, we just want to just keep this flow going.
Nice.
Yeah. Anthony, you also coach here at Fort Wayne Sport Club.
Yep.
I know you've coached my son in the past. You've got a son that's still playing here, and like you've been invested not just at Bishop Luers, you've been invested in the soccer community for a long time here in Fort Wayne. Anything you'd like to say about your other places that you've coached and what you've got going on?
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, so I coached a 12U team out here at Sport Club. Team Mains, they're a great group. That girls team is something special. It's a lot of fun. My daughter's on that team as well, actually. I've coached Dustin's son as well, Jack. And with my own 9 boys, that was a lot of fun, that group. I've been out here at the Sport Club for about 10 years now. I've had boys and girls. I do futsal as well, true futsal. That started back in 2020. Yeah, pandemic. Started with my 2011 girls team, and they actually just got back from nationals this year. That team's been working to get there since 2020, so that's been pretty cool. It's the community's great. I mean, when you need something in the soccer community, somebody steps up. Somebody's always there, and the support's always there. So, and it's cool because in town rivalries, like they're fun, like the Battle of the Bishops. That's cool in the high school, but when you need something, the game's done. Everybody's there for each other. So.
Yeah. No, awesome.
Got anything else, Dustin?
I don't think so. I didn't mean to throw you off with that sectional question.
That was a
but
good
also,
one. Who doesn't Carol want to play, huh?
Yeah, that's a good question.
He can speak. He's just a dad, right? All right. Well, Anthony, thanks for joining us today.
Yes, thank you,
We'll
guys.
get you on the live show as well on Sunday night. Not that this isn't live, we're streaming live, but our main show, give you a little bit more time to share. Appreciate what you do today, helping set up this tournament, and what you're doing at Bishop Luers, and just in general, your investment in the soccer community has meant a lot. So
I appreciate
thank you.
that. And I got to give one shout out to Kevin Mann, our AD. He's letting me kind of do what we want with this program and do some pretty cool things. So I just want to make sure I'm, saying thank you.
Very good.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
for sure. Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Anthony.
Yeah.
We're going to bring in our next guest here in just a moment, but I do have a couple
I was
shout
going
outs.
to say, are you going to do your
Yeah.
shout? You promised them you'd shout
I
them out.
promised. We had some players from Wayne High School stop by and just chat with us a little bit. So I don't know if you're listening, if you're watching, if you're going to catch us later. We just want to shout out Jermaine Agu, Jojo Moore, and Alex Strasberg. Thanks for stopping by, saying hello, and getting some freebies here at the booth. Everyone else is welcome. Even if we're streaming live, step on up, grab some freebies. We'd love to get those out there. We do want to introduce our next guest, who I was almost said final guest, but final guest maybe now. I think we're going to try and stream again later at 4:30. So if you're watching live and you want to catch another one, check us out at 4:30. Mo Azhar, who has been on the show before on Sunday nights, is the owner of Summit City United, who, man, you guys, this is your second season, professional indoor soccer. You just teased a jersey release, I think, on Instagram today. You got a lot of things happening. Mo, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to sit down with you guys and chat. So.
Mo, tell us a little bit about, I know you had an opportunity to share on our Sunday night show, but share a little bit about Summit City United. Just in a nutshell, what is it, and what are you looking to do with the program?
We are a professional indoor soccer team. We're playing out of Major League Indoor Soccer. It's called MLIS. We have a men's and women's team. We're competing with teams like all over the country. We have teams like in Texas, Florida, Vegas now, a few teams locally in like Lafayette and also like Ohio, like in the region, I guess. So what we're trying to do is just bring like a different environment of soccer into Fort Wayne community, because we have a lot of like very good outdoors teams and futsal team, but I think a mixture of both is like what indoor offers, plus like a little bit more of that physicality, because there's like that mixture of like the wall where like you get bumped into the wall, kind of like hockey games and things like that. So it's like constantly how do I say, like high intensity, energetic. So I thought maybe bringing this to the community would show like the kids and maybe even the adults like a different scene. So that's kind of the idea.
Yeah. Mo, I'm going to actually, if you don't mind switching mics, you can just pull the other one over. That one's picking up wind in some bad way. You can still hear us okay there on your headphones? All right. Very good. And so we just had Sam, your head coach for the men's team, on Sunday night and talk to us a little bit about the differences between indoor and futsal and outdoor soccer. So if you missed that, go back and catch that. You guys have some friendlies coming up. Your season's getting ready to start. Talk about how you guys are preparing and maybe some of the dates that we tried to share earlier that we got wrong. So I want to give you a chance to share those.
I don't think he's on. We have been talking about potentially playing with 1927, one of our good friends from Fort Wayne. We're working on potentially playing on like the October 26th. If everything works out between both clubs and like availabilities, we would like to set it up for October 26th. And then we are working on setting one up for October 26th as well for our women's team. We're going to play one of our rivals from Michigan. They're good friends, but on the field we do compete a lot. They're Kalamazoo Zoo City. They're from Kalamazoo. They're one of the team in the league that we had a lot of battles last year for the women's team. And we might be playing Pittsburgh, who's also in our conference, for a friendly, maybe around October 11th, if everything works out. Nice. So those are like a few of the games we got scheduled.
And for those that are maybe don't know, you play. Where's your home base? We play out of Auburn. It's a place called Classic City Center. It's like a indoor arena, pretty nice. That's where we play out of. Nice.
For now. Yeah.
Okay.
And so again, we've talked about this on the show previously, but when someone comes to a Summit City United match, men's or women's, I believe the one time I was there, you had both on the same day. And it sounds like you're trying to schedule some of those so you can see both. Maybe not always. I don't know. Don't want to speak for you. But fans coming out to a game, what can they expect at a Summit City United match?
From like personal experience and what like people has always told me, it's like they always enjoys the game. There is a lot of intensity, a lot of like cheering going on, music. Like we have DJ, and then we try to get the fans to engage. So like I think a lot of like engagement between the players and the fans, and also the management side of things. We're always like going around giving shirts out, or sometimes if we have like certain promotion, we try to do certain things. So and we're very big on like theme, because I feel like it kind of shows the energy that Fort Wayne has to offer. So like at home, we have a team called like Purple Out. We support it so much where like we do where if you wear purple, you get half off for entry fee, or you get in for free, things like that. Just to like have them engage with us, and then also how do I say, like have them like I said, the energy and involved. So
okay, that's awesome.
Like a tornado just kicked up and it's blowing
like...
our stickers and our camera. So sorry for those of you who like were watching and we saw us go down. Mo, question I have is, will you have Fort Wayne Footy out at a game this year?
Oh, we'd love to. You guys are more than welcome to come to every game you guys want.
It'll be indoor, so it won't fall down.
Right,
We won't have
right,
that
right.
issues.
And to go back, I'm sorry. The games are always going to be women's and then men's.
Okay.
About 2 hours later.
Okay.
So the games are all going to be on the same day, and one tickets will cover both games. So if you
Nice.
guys are at the women's game, you can stay back for the men's game or come back or whatever you want to do.
Awesome. I know you guys, you're getting ready to start your second season. Can you share a couple highlights from season 1?
I think when we talk about like improvements and stuff, the very first time we played Cleveland Crunch, one of the best team in the league, I want to say, we got crushed. Like it was like, like 20-1. And then the second time around, when we played them later in the season, we were the first team in like a few years to score more than 5 goals on Cleveland. We actually scored 10 on Cleveland. And Cleveland, after the game, when they did an interview, they were talking about how they came up with this one, like, how do I say, they call it Summit City Press, because that's what we're really good at. That's what that was our specialty that we learned towards the end of the season, because Coach Sam, he's very big on fitness. So if you're on the team, you got to be able to press. So
That's good.
I think we got to watch a lot of growth, and second season, like preparing for the season, we're coming in as like, I want to say like underdogs. We teams that look down on us or they think we couldn't beat them. We actually surprised them. We got them off guard. So, I think we're building off of that. So I'm excited.
That's awesome.
One question that I'm going to jump in that Dustin wanted to ask is, do you have medical waivers?
I thought you were going to say, what kind of food do you have there? That was my next question. What kind of food you got at the game?
Yeah. Well, the concession stand itself do have what they call, they have like hot dogs and nachos and things like that, simple stuff. But we are working with someone called a place called Edmond Entries, and she got like basically like steak bowls and things like that, where it's like steaks and things like that.
See, that's why I asked the question.
We also are having out a grade A food truck, which is a taco truck. They are going to be at our games, and they're going to be selling tacos and things like that. And all the staff actually get free food. So foodies will be considered staff. So come out to the game and you guys get free foods and drinks and all that as well.
Oh, this is being recorded, so we can't go back on that.
Yeah.
Like this is being recorded. Well, Mo, I appreciate you joining us a second time. We look forward to your season. Dustin, did you have anything else?
No, I think the food was enough. Now
The
I'm
food.
excited.
I'm
there.
hungry.
there.
Now I'm hungry for sure. Mo, thanks for joining us again for the second time this season. We'll definitely have you on more as your season gets going, and definitely want to get out there and, if nothing else, be a fan at the game, and get free food. It's, if we can do anything to help support and that, where can people find you online?
We have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and if I'm not mistaken, we did just start TikTok too.
Oh,
So
nice.
we just have like some stuff there that we do post. So that's where you could get us. It is all Summit City _ men and Summit City _ women. So.
All right.
Awesome.
Very good. And I mentioned earlier they teased a jersey reveal
it will
here.
actually get posted here in like next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go check that out. Follow them on Instagram and TikTok and everywhere else. We said check out the jerseys. There's a lot of meaning behind the jerseys that maybe you guys will talk about as you post it. I don't know, but check them out. Pretty sweet. We got a sneak preview of them earlier today. Mo, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, guys.
For sure. We are going to do a regular live show Sunday night. As always, 9 p.m. We stream live on Facebook and YouTube. Just find us at Fort Wayne Footy. We've got, again, if you're here live, watching, listening, we've got free stickers up here. We've got opportunities to win a team building activity for your high school or your club team. It's just a QR code, scan it, fill out the form. We'll get you entered there. And for those who are interested in the content that we do provide, we have some additional content on Patreon and a couple different levels of support there. If you are interested, check that out. We'd love to have you. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. We will we'll stream again one more show at 4:30 today, and then our live show at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll see you soon.